Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I have Samantha here helping me today because we're quarantined and so we're doing things together as a family. So we're not technically quarantined, but we're definitely doing the safer at home stuff. So we did some grocery shopping yesterday, got that taken care of, got stuff for the week, trying to eat our way through the freezer as well. And then of course we're going to be supporting local businesses as well. I heard amazingness again this Friday of businesses running out of food, which is a good problem for them to be having right now as they're trying to figure out this new norm. So we ordered again from Foxview on Thursday, got some wings because that's my husband's and my favorite wing spot. But because we don't really have a favorite besides Pick and Save donuts, because those are kind of one of our favorite things. Besides that, we kind of like to make our breakfasty, snacky, desserty kind of things at home. So the girls yesterday did muffins from a mix, and my husband said that they were, even though it was just from a box mix, they were really good. You agree?
Yeah, they were.
They were a blueberry streusel, just a mix from Pick and Save, which was really good. So today we're making monkey bread. So this is something that we all love. It's a little rich for breakfast, but if you want to have it for breakfast, you can. We're going to have it as a mid-afternoon snack. So I've got Samantha here as my helper. So what we have here is it is just granulated sugar and cinnamon that she mixed together. And it's in a Ziploc bag because now she has the fun job of taking the 2 cans of the label isn't going to do it justice, but we ripped it off of the container. Go ahead and start plopping them in there. The Grand's biscuits, so buttery, flaky, Pillsbury biscuits, store brand biscuits, whatever ones you want to use. We cut them, so took them out of the package, cut them on 4, and then they go into the cinnamon sugar. She's going to be like swapping the bag around to get all of those coated in sugar before they go into the pan. So she's got a ways to go. I'm going to help her. They're gooey, but we're going to get them all in there. Oh, boy. And then make sure, obviously, before you flip the bag around too much, that you zip it nice and tight because that's a lot of them in there. But get it nice and sealed.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep. And now we're just going to flip the bag like over and over and around to get it all coated. So if you guys have seen our tutorial on how we do sour grapes, it's kind of the same thing where like the Jell-O mix, dry Jell-O mix goes in the bag, the grapes get coated, and then we lay them out on the pan. Well, instead of laying these out as separate pieces, I don't have a bundt pancake, or I can't find it. I can't remember if I actually have one or not, but I'm using my Angel Food Cake pan, which will work just as good. So, how does it look? You think they're all coated?
Yeah.
Or coated enough? All right. So now, she has to take all of those pieces and get them in the Angel Food Cake pan, which I did spray with Pam. So that's the only thing that goes into the pan right now. So there are variations to monkey bread. We are just a very traditional, just like the butter brown sugar. But I saw recipes online, and even the Pillsbury recipe that we're kind of following for this one shows that you can put like walnuts or pecans or whatever in between the layers with raisins. We decided to opt out for that. So all she's going to be doing is getting all of these pieces of the Pillsbury biscuits, again, that were cut in quarters and then wrapped in the cinnamon sugar, all evenly laid out in the pan. When we made this a few years ago, it was my first time ever making monkey bread, and we made it with the girls. We really pushed all of the pieces of the Pillsbury dough together really hard, and the middle ended up raw because we had pushed them together too hard, and like the butter brown sugar mix couldn't really get to that. So we kind of ate the outside and had to throw the rest of it away because it wasn't cooked. So we've learned our lesson. She's spreading them out very evenly across the pan. So it's 2 packages of those Pillsbury biscuits. So I think each package has, oh my goodness, is it 8 or 10? It's 8. So we took 16 biscuits and they're all chopped up. So we've got lots of pieces in there for her to work with. So our butter is actually still melting in the microwave. So the butter is 1.5 sticks because it's 3/4 of a cup, and 2 sticks of butter is a cup. So 3/4 of a cup. And then we're going to take that and mix in a cup of brown sugar. So this is definitely a sweet treat because this is a lot of sugar, a lot of butter. So not something that we would always have, but it's definitely a good treat. So she's getting those laid out. The butter might almost be done. Just look up here. Oh, just a little bit longer. So not quite another 30 seconds, but there was still like one chunk of it. So if you let your butter sit out for a little bit first, it'll definitely be softer, and you won't have to have it in the microwave for as long. All right. So as to not make extra dishes in my kitchen, I'm using the container with the melted butter in it. I am just adding this packed cup of brown sugar to it. Keep going, that's looking awesome. I am just going to break up the brown sugar into the butter and get it all mixed together. And then this is going to get poured all over the top of the monkey bread. So it's looking awesome. And obviously my pan is larger, but even a bundt pan, this is going to be much larger. The bundt pan will be much larger, but these biscuits really rise. If you've eaten these Pillsbury biscuits before, you know that they get quite large in size. They're nice and flaky layers. So this is probably going to, maybe not quite double in size, but it's going to get pretty big. And then the awesome part is when you take it out of the pan and it's all gooey and delicious and warm, and this is going to be a good afternoon snack for us. Obviously today's weather is not ideal by any means to be doing any sort of outdoor activities, but when the weather is good, we do like to go outside still. We're still allowed to go outside. We're keeping our social distancing in mind as we're doing it. So how's it looking? All right, that looks awesome. Yes. So then they told us, as a little extra treat for this one in the Pillsbury recipe, that this extra cinnamon sugar that did not stick to the biscuits can also get sprinkled on top. I'm not sure I'm going to do all of it because this seems like a lot, but we're just going to add a little extra of the cinnamon sugar flavor all over our pieces. All right. I probably used about half of what was left. So here is what it looks like in the pan right now. Now, this is the delicious part. So this is the butter brown sugar mixture. So a cup of brown sugar, stick and a half of butter. And this gets poured. So the brown sugar is obviously heavier, so it's going to stick to the bottom a little bit more. So I want to get the butter going all over this. You just kind of pour it, and it's glumpy, and I don't even know the right proper terms to be using for this, but you really want to make sure it's getting over all of them, because then this is going to bake down and throughout all of it. So for some areas that didn't get as much, I'm just using my fork to kind of get it there. Because it's liquid, it's going to soak through. So 30 to 40 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. I will post the after picture. The hardest part of the after picture is I believe you kind of let it sit in the pan for a few minutes and then you have to flip it upside down on a plate. I'll be taking care of that. I won't make Samantha do that part of it. But we are ready for all of us to be working tomorrow. So I'm set up remotely. My husband's set up remotely. The girls know what they need to do. The teachers have sent out plans for them as well. Cameron's going to be going to my parents' house because with all of us on stuff, our TV is through streaming, so we won't be doing that as well. But he'll go to my parents' house for the day, and then my parents are going to be joining us for dinner later tomorrow night. So I hope all of you are staying safe. I have some additional recipes in my mind that I learned from some friends this week and some things I saw online, so you may see me popping on more, but thank you, Samantha, for being a terrific helper. And we're going to get this in the oven for you guys. So check back like probably 45 minutes or just later today, and I'll post a picture of the final product. So thanks for watching. Bye.